Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. Firstly, US congratulated Ethiopia today about a day which is not being celebrated in Ethiopia. What happened? Secondly, massive new recruitments by the Ethiopian National Defense Force. Videos, pictures are coming in showing hundreds of new recruits. It is being claimed by pro-Fano elements that new military operation against Fano going to start as thousands of ENDF soldiers are entering Amhara. Any truth behind these claims? Thirdly, police prevented a clash between Eritrean groups in the Netherlands last yesterday, uh, and there wasn't any program organized causing tension. There was a party, I think, and then the two groups started taking positions as if they're about to fight. Let's start with from Ethiopia. US issued a statement today. Antony Blinken, on behalf of US State Department, US government issued a statement. He is Secretary of State. Antony Blinken congratulated Ethiopia on this day today, 28th of May. Why? Because on the 28th of May, Dergs were removed from power. EPRDF took power. And then EPRDF remained in power for around 3 decades. So that day is celebrated as National Day. It was celebrated until TPLF was in power in the form of EPRDF. Now things have changed because no state-backed celebrations in Ethiopia, no statement from Ethiopian Abiy, because that day is seen by some Ethiopians as the day on which TPLF seized power. And they accused TPLF of being in power for decades while being a minority, having more share than should have been held by TPLF. TPLF celebrates this day, saying that it was a day of achievement when liberation struggle bore fruit. And TPLF issued a statement today telling people that it sacrificed and it will continue its work. US government congratulated Ethiopia. Why? When Ethiopia is not celebrating this day as a national day, then why did the US government congratulate Ethiopia? The reason is very simple. I think the Derg government was pro-Russia government. So US was in favor of the removal of Dergs. Dergs removed, and it wasn't just in Ethiopia. I mean, those were times when the two superpowers were fighting for expansion in the world. US was trying to remove Russia-backed governments, and still the same, I think, still the same. And Russia was trying to remove US-backed governments. So I think congratulations to Ethiopia is in the context of a government which is pro-Russia. It was removed. US happy. US congratulating Ethiopia. Can we say that US is just putting the Ethiopian government in a difficult position by congratulating the government while government is celebrating this day? Well, the relation between the Ethiopian government and US government are not very ideal these days. Arvind Masinga, the US ambassador to Ethiopia, a few days ago delivered a speech accusing the government of imprisoning critics, and then the Ethiopian government accused him of being ill-informed and giving unsolicited advice. So tensions are there, and it's due to the fact that Ethiopia could not get a bailout package from the IMF, from World Bank. Talks still ongoing. But Ethiopia cannot oppose the US. It cannot kick US out of Ethiopia. US is the one which facilitated dialogue between Ethiopia and Ethiopian government TPLF. It then played a key role in talks between OLA and the government. So US role in Ethiopia is crucial. And the US seems to be taking a position independently without caring for what Ethiopia is doing. Ethiopia is not celebrating this day as a national day. But US celebrating Ethiopia because it believes that it was a day when there was a new beginning in Ethiopia. Why? Because the pro-Russia government was removed. Secondly, viewers, massive recruitments by Ethiopian National Defense Force. Is any new offensive on the cards against Fano fighters? The new recruitment videos are being shared. Recruitment happening in East Hararge, in Gojam, other parts of Ethiopia. Videos showing the movement of Ethiopian military are from different parts of Ethiopia, some from Amhara too. So, what does it indicate? Does it mean that government is planning a final major offensive against Fano before the start of talks? Some say that talks are being planned. Before that, government wants to break the backbone of Fano fighters. That's why the offensive is being launched. Well, large-scale movement of troops is never an indication of the start of a major offensive. Why? Because already tens of thousands of troops are deployed in Amhara region, and they need to be rotated. They cannot stay here forever. They cannot fight forever. They need to be rotated. So if thousands of troops are leaving Amhara, thousands could be leaving. If they're entering Amhara, thousands could be leaving Amhara. Firstly, secondly, sometimes when recruitments are made, recruits are sent to their recruitment to training sites. So if thousands are being recruited, they are being sent to training sites. Training sites are not just in Oromia, they're in Amhara as well. That is why the movement of a few vehicles showing a few thousand, a few hundred E&D families does not indicate that a major offensive against Fano is on the cards. I believe that fighting is definitely intensifying. Why? Because Fano fighters have intensified their attacks. Military has not been able to achieve its objectives. I think next month the state of emergency will come to an end. Will it be extended or not? We'll see. Before the end of state of emergency, maybe military will try to deploy more force. But I think military has used all tactics, starting from ground offensive, air strikes, deployment of commandos, drone strikes, attempts to divide Fano. So many tactics have been tried by the military, by the government. Nothing seems to be working fully. So let's see. If any major offensive starts, I'll update you. One major offensive was launched more than 2 to 3 months ago from North Shore. And we saw then fierce clashes back then. So far, I think Fano has upped the ante. I have not seen evidence of military intensifying its operation, but let's see. Lastly, viewers, Eritreans again were about to clash in a European country, but luckily police prevented the clash. It happened in the Netherlands. Netherlands, by the way, banned a gathering of Eritrean community in Rijswijk in connection with Independence Day. It was due to be held on Saturday, but the local government did not allow it to go ahead. Switzerland banned almost all Independence Day Eritrean gatherings. Yesterday, in Amersfoort, which is a city in the Netherlands, Eritrean groups were about to clash. Then luckily police intervened and the clash was averted. There was no program there. A few dozen people were organizing a party. The other side, people of other side turned up there and they started taking positions. They were about to attack each other. Police intervened and the clash was averted. I said in the last video, if you remember, I said that now it's not that Brigade Nihamedo is attacking festivals. It happened. Now it seems that wherever one community members gather, the other tries to attack them. It's a very dangerous situation. Now they just don't want to see other party organized at any place, whether they are there to celebrate a personal achievement, whatever the reason is. Both sides are trying to attack each other, no matter what the reason of gathering, reason of organizing the gathering is. Private parties are being attacked. This is alarming. It shows that it is going beyond political dispute between the two sides. Thank you for watching.